What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Adorable Hobby. In this video I want to show you on how to do it yourself power steering fluid flush. So first we have to remove the air cleaner, which is located on the right side, the 4D56 engine. So right after you remove the hose connection leading to the intake, remove slowly the air cleaner. So as you can see here now, that's the high pressure line, and the other one is the low pressure line, which both of these hoses leads to the power steering pump. So here we're going to remove this hose. So the other hose, which is located on the bottom part of the power steering fluid reservoir, and we're going to remove that later on. Then as you can see here, this is the reservoir for the radiator fluid. Line runs through here, which we need to remove. So the line, we have to remove the hose line for the radiator fluid, that will not obstruct during the process. So make it as high as possible so that the radiator fluid won't spill or drain. So I think that's enough.
Okay.
That's clear enough. Okay, so that's it. So as you can see here, I do not have a heavy duty movable lifting jack, so I made a way to lift my truck, as you can see here, using my DIY heavy duty ramp. So the cross members are resting on the top of this ramp using the wooden blocks, so this is safe enough. And we're going to use this old cooking casserole to drain this old power steering fluid. So we're going to use this old trigger pump from the old sprayers. So that's how I'm going to use. So look at that, how dark it's become the old power steering fluid, which is left unchanged for 80,000 kilometers. Wow, look at that, how dark has become the power steering fluid, which is supposed to be changed every 40,000 kilometers of interval as per owner's manual. So let's now start the flushing by removing the low pressure line from the reservoir. Then check if this works. We have to do the lock to lock turning of the steering wheel. Lock to lock, meaning all the way to the left, then back, all the way to the right. So as you see here how dark the power steering fluid has become, coming out from the reservoir or coming out from the system. So rule of the thumb, for every 40,000 kilometers of interval, you have to replace your power steering fluid. So here we're going to use the Caltex Texamatic 1888, which is suitable for power steering units where former Dextron 3 or Mercon fluids are specified. So as you will check the owner's manual for the 4D56 engine, we have to use the Mitsubishi Textron 3 for the power steering fluid. So this is compatible because it is already indicated on the bottle itself. So again, we're going to turn the steering wheel lock to lock all the way to the left, then all the way to the right. Just repeat the process until the fluid comes clear as the new one. Take note that you don't need to start the engine because the tendency it will damage the power steering pump. And it is not necessarily to start the engine because the tires are already clear from the ground. So just repeat the process again and again until the fluid becomes so as you will notice there, the fluid becomes as clear as the new one. It's almost clear. And it's almost comparable now to the new fluid. Wow. We're almost done. Few more to go and we're done. So one final check. So it's arguably almost clear, and it's clear. And a friendly reminder, please dispose properly the old fluid by putting it in an old empty containers, because we must respect the mother nature or else we don't deserve living on this planet. So now we're going to remove the reservoir from the low pressure line. So just to remind you that it is quite difficult to remove this one. Oh, it jumped. It jumped. So here it is. We already removed the reservoir. So we're now going to clean the reservoir cap using only steering fluid. Please do not use any kind of cleaning agent or solvents like diesel or gasoline because it might damage the rubber seal. That one, the black one, or the O-ring. So now it's already clean and shiny as new. So now we're going to clean the reservoir, and we have to use this strip of cloth, preferably a cotton cloth. So we're going to put it inside the reservoir, and it will act an abrasive to remove those uh, dirty deposits inside the reservoir. Then let's put the steering fluid through one of the openings here by covering the other opening so that the steering fluid won't spill. Then cover both of the openings and shake vigorously. Cover the ports while you shake. Then drain the fluid. So as you can see how dirty the reservoir is. And how dirty the cloth has become. Then the next step, I'm going to put the cloth on the bottom part of the reservoir because there's a partition that separates the top part of the reservoir from the bottom part, which is there's a plastic screen that acts as a filter to filter out the dirt. Then shake, pull the cloth. So that's it. Now we're going to rinse the reservoir using the steering fluid only. No other than fluids or any kind of cleaning agents or solvents, because it might damage the reservoir or any component inside the reservoir. Rinse thoroughly so that any dirt that remains inside will be removed. And then wipe the excess fluid. So as you can see here, there's still some dirt remains inside, but for at least we remove the most of the dirt inside the reservoir. As you can see there inside, that's the plastic screen that acts as a filter. So one final rinse and we're good to go. And that's it. So now we're going to return the reservoir to its original position. So this one is quite difficult, as you know, because of this clip. Oh yeah, and that's it.
Okay.
One final push and we're good to go. So now we're going to do a final flush. So this just to make sure that there's no air left in the system by purging the air out of the system. So we'll make 2 quick cycles of flushing. So again, steering wheel lock to lock, all over to the left and to the right. And this will be the last and the final cycle. Again, steering wheel lock to lock, all over to the left and to the right. And that's it. Now we're going to reattach the low pressure line which leads between the reservoir and the power steering pump. So don't forget to fasten the hose clip and then fasten the bolts of the reservoir to the frame and tighten it. Now pour the new steering fluid up to the maximum level. Again, lock to lock turn, and as you can see here, there's an air escaping from the system, purging out of the system. So you will notice here that the fluid level from maximum, it went all the way down to the mid-level due to the air escaping. Fill it up again with the steering fluid and then return the cap. So now here we're going to return the radiator fluid reservoir line, then the air cleaner back to its place. And now we're going to set the vehicle on the ground and clear these heavy duty ramps. And now the moment of truth. Let's now start the engine so that the new steering fluid will circulate in the system. And you will notice the fluid level goes down right after the engine was started. So meaning there's still air in the system that came out. So what we're going to do is fill it up again up to the max level. And then make a quick turn of the steering wheel lock to lock. Just to make sure that there's no air left in the system. And look. Look how clean the fluid is. And that's it. We are now good to go. So I used 4 liters of steering fluid, which 3 of those used for flushing out the old steering fluid from the system, and a 1 liter for topping up and cleaning of reservoir. And that's it. Thank you.
So please whatever. Please I want to reach 1 million likes. So please Okay, thank you.